Big ass, how I get that ooh.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's goody, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video. What's goody, YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl, TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in this daggone break room, y'all. Boy, all right. Y'all see the title, y'all see the thumbnail on this Good Friday morning, honey. All right, y'all, we back at it like we never daggone left. TANNAE and KEYONTAE are at it again. You hear me, y'all? For all of y'all that have been watching and following our reactions over here for the last few years with these two married couple, yet living their lives separately, but yet won't get their divorce, yada, yada, yada. Child, they back. Okay, they back. Now, apparently, TANNAE did a wellness check on KEYONTAE. Okay, so let me get you guys kind of up to speed. If you guys do not know, about 60 days ago, TANNAE allowed her two youngest boys, her two youngest kids, which are the children of KEYONTAE, to live with him. Now, if you also do not know, TANNAE is currently pregnant with a set of twins who are not the children of her husband, KEYONTAE, okay? And we just say husband because legally they're still married, but they haven't been living a married life in several years, okay? KEYONTAE, who is her husband, is also living with another woman by the name of Bubbles, and Bubbles is soon to deliver KEYONTAE and her first child together. Bubbles' first child, I think this will be fifth child for KEYONTAE. Bubbles is soon to deliver next month, okay, in November. And so apparently, the two youngest boys that KEYONTAE and TANNAE share together, Keelan and KJ, were sick. Okay, we found out last night. TANNAE did about a 6-hour live stream. I was listening to the live while I was driving yesterday, so I was able to catch some of the beginning of the live. Obviously, you guys, I didn't catch the whole entire live, unfortunately. I did go check this morning before I decided to come into the break room to see if the live is still up. Obviously, y'all, it's down. But I did catch the gist of it, okay? Now, if y'all know anything about TANNAE, she just goes on and on and on and on. And a lot of what TANNAE says, in my opinion, makes no sense. Yes, it says 6 hours. Now, TANNAE had said, the last time TANNAE went live, she had went live when she first moved into the apartment. If you guys do not know, TANNAE was you screen recorded. Okay, good for you. Yeah, I didn't. All right. So TANNAE was living with her mother in a 5-bedroom home, and her mother got into it about some bills. Okay. And she said, TANNAE says her mother put her out. The kids were there for a few days after TANNAE left, and then eventually TANNAE, the kids had to go too. And that's when KEYONTAE was able to get control of the children, the two boys, because prior to TANNAE and her mother falling out, TANNAE and KEYONTAE were beefing back and forth pretty much the whole summer because she would not allow KEYONTAE to have possession of the kids. But once TANNAE got in a pickle, right, she needed help because, again, TANNAE has 5 kids. She has 3 daughters, which are triplets. And then she has the 2 boys, which are KEYONTAE's children. And now she's currently pregnant with a set of twins. It was too much going on. So TANNAE obviously decided to let KEYONTAE have possession of the boys while she gets herself together, okay? And while the boys been over there living with KEYONTAE and KEYONTAE's new girlfriend, who is currently pregnant, she ended up, I'm sorry, y'all, I lost my train of thought. What I was going to say. No, not once did she get up and cook dinner. Well, here's the problem I have with that live, what I saw. First and foremost, that's what I was going to say. The last time she went live is when she moved into the new apartment. She basically came to give us the story of how the whole story, her version of why her and her mother fell out and why she got put out, right? Well, TANNAE said in that live that she did yesterday, she basically had been banned from doing lives on YouTube, because I guess there's this new thing now with YouTube where children under a certain age cannot be in the camera by themselves. Like if they're not accompanied by an adult, they cannot, the video, they'll take the video down or the live stream down and they'll ban your privilege to go on live. So TANNAE had been banned from doing lives on YouTube. And so when in the beginning of the live, basically what TANNAE was, it was just frivolous conversation. She's trying to think of boy names for the twins. And the people in the chat were giving her suggestions. And the girls, the triplet girls, were in the camera. And so midways into that live, probably about, I don't know, maybe about the 30-minute mark, if I remember correctly. That's because when I seen that she was live, I kind of scrolled back to get the gist of the live, because obviously at that point I didn't know why she was live, because I haven't been watching KEYONTAE and TANNAE. So once I got the gist of it, she ended up in the live telling the girls to move, because that's when she was getting ready to talk about all that was going on. So what ended up happening was the boys were sick. So what we found out from TANNAE is that Keelan and KJ have hand, foot, mouth disease, okay? They have the hand, foot, mouth disease. And Keelan was very, very sick. Apparently, Keelan caught it first. Now, remember, y'all, Keelan is not in school, okay? And at the house where KEYONTAE and Bubbles and the boys live at, they're the only children there, okay? And Keelan caught it first, and then KJ ended up getting sick behind Keelan. The reason why TANNAE did a welfare check is because basically KEYONTAE told her that they were sick, but he didn't know what was wrong. So she was like, okay, well, take them to the doctor, right? Take them to the emergency room or urgent care or whatever. And when he was supposed to do it, he did not do it. And she had been calling him repeatedly, trying to figure out what's going on, because TANNAE says she calls KJ, but KJ can't FaceTime. She calls him on his tablet. He doesn't have a phone. He has a tablet. So TANNAE said that she was calling KJ, but he wasn't answering because he doesn't have FaceTime. He doesn't have an iPad. He has an Android tablet. So she said once she would get KJ on the phone, she would be like, where's Keelan? And he would always say, he's asleep, he's asleep, he's asleep. And she said she found that to be kind of odd because, and we know this from seeing Keelan in videos, Keelan is very hyper. He's a little tight. I think he's about almost 2 years old. So he's always running around somewhere. Wait, you said, Mr. Kim, someone said on his live that she did confirm that KEYONTAE is the father of the twins. Y'all think KEYONTAE is the father of the twins? We understand what KEYONTAE said happened, Lady T-Bug, because we're going to listen to what KEYONTAE said, but I'm telling you what she said. And then we're going to listen to what KEYONTAE said. So apparently, she said because she couldn't get in touch with KEYONTAE and KEYONTAE wasn't calling her back, she decided to do a welfare child checkup and sent the police to the house. You think those are his babies? You think the twins are his babies? Oh, wow. Well, you know what? A lot of you guys, because if y'all remember, what did TANNAE tell us? Didn't TANNAE tell us that her and KEYONTAE were tiptoeing in the tulips earlier this year? Didn't she tell us that? And we all feel like TANNAE, again, y'all, this is only the 10th month in the year. We're only 10 months into the year. TANNAE is definitely in her second trimester. So if they could have been, if they're possibly tiptoeing in the tulips, the probability is he could be the father. It's obviously it's between her and Chocolate Drop, because from what we know, Chocolate Drop and KEYONTAE are the two men she had sex with this year. That we know. I don't know. She could have sex with somebody. I don't know. But my question is, and she did say the baby daddy was questioning the paternity of the twins, and she claims if y'all don't watch TANNAE do a lot of lying. Okay, she does a lot of lying. But here's the thing. The problem with this situation, in my opinion, is this is now yet the second pregnancy where the paternity of the children or child is in question. I don't know about y'all, but that speaks a lot to her character. Because why is it these last two pregnancies that you conceived, the fathers of, she's appointing fathers to the kids? Because if y'all remember, when she was pregnant with Keelan, she was very adamant that KEYONTAE was the daddy, and it could have been between KEYONTAE and Arnaz. She was very adamant that KEYONTAE was the daddy. Come to find out, KEYONTAE is the father of Keelan. And on this pregnancy, she's very, well, y'all saying that she said something different in that live, but she was basically saying, we reacted to that video about a week or so ago where she did the little story time about Chocolate Drop. And she was very adamant that Chocolate Drop is the father and KEYONTAE is not the father. No, it's right. It does show her in a bad light that the paternity of your children are always in question because you're sleeping with several men at the same time. You said, y'all believe the twins are Chocolate Drop? Well, y'all, guess what? They're not my kids. How about that? One thing I do know, TMR is not the daddy. Now that I do know. Who is the father? Child, I don't know. Let's be honest, y'all. We didn't know who the father of Keelan was until she did what? Got the DNA. Got the DNA. Right, Shanika? At this point, it's just a mess. Okay? So, apparently, let's get back to the story. So, she claims that she did a welfare child checkup to KEYONTAE's, where he lives with Bubbles. And TANNAE said when the police got there, they basically said a woman, and they referenced the woman as baby mama, because obviously Bubbles is pregnant, is the one who answered the door. And KEYONTAE was not there, but the boys were. He said that he seen, the police told TANNAE, now again, this is what TANNAE said to us. The police told TANNAE that they saw KJ, but they didn't see Keelan. And that's because Keelan was on the couch asleep. Again, KEYONTAE didn't take him to the doctor till after the fact. And come to find out, they have hand, foot, mouth disease. And my problem with the story was, it wasn't so much that Bubbles was there with the kids because KEYONTAE wasn't there. My question is, the fact that those kids are sick, let's be honest, they don't need to be around Bubbles or TANNAE because hand, foot, mouth disease is contagious. Now, TANNAE said she believes, because apparently Keelan is the one who got sick first. TANNAE says she believes that Keelan got sick because Keontae be having Keelan down at the track. He be crawling all on the ground of apartment complexes. Now, I don't know. I guess she sees this in videos. Because, again, y'all, I don't watch all of Keontae's videos because I think Keontae is a weirdo. I just do. And so she says that Keelan be all at family members of Keontae's house and their dirty houses. She said that KJ said that the house that Bubbles and Keontae and the boys are living at is very nasty. And she said she asked the girls, is the house nasty? And the girls said yes. They said the bathroom was nasty. The house. Now, this is the problem I have with this statement. It's the fact that you can, when I say you, meaning TANNAE, is just now questioning the girls of the cleanness of the home that her boys are living in when they've been over there for 2 months. This is how I feel like TANNAE picking, because why would you all of a sudden now ask the twins if that, because I guarantee, or not the twins, the triplets, I guarantee you, if that house was nasty or is nasty, the triplets been told TANNAE that. They didn't just tell TANNAE that the other day when she questioned them. When them girls came home, they immediately ran. Because if y'all remember the prank that, well, it's not even a prank. Remember when TANNAE did the video where a pair of Bubbles' pants was in the clothes of the girls when they came back home, of the kids, I mean, when they came back home, and she said Bubbles' pants stunk. So why would you, again, you know, TANNAE been knew that the house is nasty. This is the same woman that got on her live about 5 months ago, and was talking about the fact that Bubbles and Keontae, the bed that they lay in, didn't have a headboard. Y'all remember the infamous boneless bed? You say you can see from the videos her house is nasty. Next time, look at the fan. Look how dirty the white fan is. That is a clear indicator of how nasty the rest of her house is. It's not even the point that the house is nasty. Well, that is the point. The point is TANNAE already knew the house was nasty. And you, meaning TANNAE, willingly sent those boys over there to live in that nasty house. She been knew the house was nasty. TANNAE just didn't find that out yesterday or the day before yesterday. She already knew that. Y'all don't think that those little girls and KJ and them ain't been taught. And y'all got to remember too, in between this incident where she did the welfare child check, KJ and Keelan been coming over there staying the weekend. So y'all don't think TANNAE is over there questioning them, the cleanliness of the home? Obviously, Keelan can't answer, but KJ can. So once the police will call, Keontae gets mad and calls her and says, I'm bringing the boys to you in the morning. She said the boys were brought back to her with a trash bag full of clothes. She said none of the clothes that the supporters, because if you guys do not know, Keontae did an Amazon wish list to get the boys things. And she said none of that stuff came in the bag. And so basically, Keontae said that he's done with the situation and sent those kids, meaning KJ and Keelan, back to her. So TANNAE was very upset because she felt like he was giving up on the kids. She said all she was trying to do was speak to her kids. So she did a welfare child checkup. I'm not thinking to myself, TANNAE, if all you wanted to do was speak to the kids, you knew eventually Keontae was going to answer that phone. You could have FaceTimed them, called them, texted them, whatever. You knew eventually Keontae was going to answer that phone. TANNAE called the welfare child checkup. I'm not saying that she's not concerned about her children, but TANNAE did that because she was being messy. Like, come on now. Anytime you sit on a live stream and talk about Keontae and his new girlfriend like a dog, then anytime you go and in a video that Keontae recorded, you wishing death on that woman's baby, sis, you're not done being messy. Because at the end of the day, we all agreed. I personally feel like the biggest reason why TANNAE wanted those boys over there because she thought that would break up their relationship. Yeah, the baby had been sick for a couple of days. But that's the thing. TANNAE act like she didn't know that KEYONTAE was irresponsible. She act like she just found that out a day ago. Girl, you know your baby daddy better than anybody. And what she also said in the video is that KJ confirmed that they don't get baths daily. She said KJ confirmed that Keelan and him do not get baths daily. So somebody in her chat asked her, well, why is it Bubbles giving them a bath? And so TANNAE said, well, I mean, those are KEYONTAE's kids. She said, those are his kids. It's his responsibility to make sure his kids are clean. True. That's true. But it's a clear indication that those kids were in a hostile environment. I don't know about you, and I don't know about anybody else in this chat, but if I know that your woman don't like my kids, now I'm not saying they can't go spend a weekend, but one thing they not gonna do is be living over there. Because if you don't like me, girl, you damn sure ain't gonna like my kids. I think I just said don't like my kids. I mean me. TANNAE knows that her and Bubble don't get along. Why did TANNAE think it would be a good idea to have those kids to go over there and live with KEYONTAE when you clearly know that you and his new woman do not get along? There's no way I would have let my kids go over there and live thinking this woman gonna nanny after my kids when I know the mother, meaning TANNAE, of the boys. Not saying that I would deliberately take something out on the kids, because again, that's not in my character. But as a woman, if me personally, me and my ex beefing, right? And I've been beefing with his new woman. Ninja, I don't need you to keep my kids like that. I'm gonna figure out and again, there's no excuse, no reasoning why TANNAE couldn't keep the boys. If you got the triplets over there, why couldn't you keep the boys? Because let's be honest, all 4 of her oldest children are in school all day. So the only person she would have is Keelan. You think KEYONTAE's wrong for giving up on them? I'm going to tell you what KEYONTAE mad about. We all know that KEYONTAE more than likely, and then I'm going to say allegedly, but I think KEYONTAE over there slanging that yayo. And the one thing that you don't need done is have the police coming to your spot and you doing illegal activity. And KEYONTAE probably do sell that weed, more than likely, because he hustling, right? And so TANNAE, you thought it was a good idea to send the police over there, and you know that man over there with illegal activities going on. Now, I'm not saying that KEYONTAE right for doing that, but once again, this goes back to TANNAE. You know the man that you're dealing with, because remember, this your husband. You've been with this man. Bubbles is getting to know who KEYONTAE is. Girl, you already know who he is. Of course he trapping out that house. So to me, that's why KEYONTAE was mad. He was mad because you blowing up the spot. TANNAE, why are you calling the police on me? And you know I got ish going on over here. Right, he wasn't there. So, yo, let me just say this to you. Say, for instance, again, this is allegedly. Say, for instance, KEYONTAE is the weed man, right? Do you really think KEYONTAE gonna take all the weed with him just because he ain't at the house? No, he more than likely got a little stash put up somewhere. Now, obviously, to search somebody's house, you need a warrant. I'm not saying all that, but anybody who's smoked marijuana before, y'all know that the smell of marijuana is very pungent. You say you believe TANNAE act like her mama? TANNAE would probably judge that KEYONTAE was playing house and sent the kids to stop the show, but it didn't work. Ash Cash, we definitely know that's what it is. But a lot of people, me personally, my thing is this. This is how irresponsible KEYONTAE is. Once you seen those kids were sick, Keelan and KJ, there is no reason why Bubbles needed to be around that. Because again, she's pregnant. And let's be honest, TANNAE is pregnant too. So TANNAE don't need to be around the kids either. Hand, foot, mouth disease. And I got to thinking, where the hell would this baby get hand, foot, mouth disease from? And he don't even go to school because, again, he got sick first. Now, it could be possible that KJ brought it to the house, and because obviously the baby's immune system is not as strong as KJ's is because the baby is younger, it could have hit him first because his immune system is not that strong. Once again, but this is the problem. To me personally, KEYONTAE is a YouTube dad. He wants to show off the kids on YouTube. The responsible thing to do, once he's seen that those kids, Keelan had, because apparently Keelan got bumps all on his mouth and face. And if you guys don't know what hand, foot, mouth disease is, Google it. A girlfriend of mine I used to work with some years back, her baby had hand, foot. The baby wasn't even a year old. I think he was probably like 6 or 7 or 8 months. He hadn't turned a year yet. And she had to, at the time, my friend, she had one child, and she had to send her baby back to daycare so she could come back to work. And the baby ended up catching hand, foot, mouth disease from the daycare, and she ended up getting it too. Hand, foot, mouth disease is very contagious. And I'm gonna be honest with you, hand, foot, mouth disease definitely comes from being dirty. And if KEYONTAE got them boys out all day, which Keelan, he more than likely got because KJ at school, he got Keelan all out in unfamiliar territories, and folks' houses not clean. Apparently, the house they're living in are not clean. So obviously, and you're not bathing this boy regularly, and then you got to remember, Keelan is a baby. He's picking up any and everything. KEYONTAE too busy hooping and hollering with the ninjas, shooting craps and doing whatever to be even paying attention to this boy. Yes, LaToya, exactly. Yeah, that hand, foot, mouth disease ain't nothing to play with. So we're going to get into what KEYONTAE said, right? Let's get into him real quick. He did 2 videos. My thing with TANNAE is, once again, your point is pointless because you already knew what type of ninja KEYONTAE is. You already knew the cleanliness of that home because y'all got to remember the kids was over there for spring break. They had already came back and told their mama the house was nasty. So then why would you allow your 2 youngest sons to go over there in that nasty house when there was no reason why KJ or Keelan needed to be with KEYONTAE other than TANNAE being messy, trying to blow up the spot, when guess where they're at now? Back at the house with her. There was no reason. And apparently KJ said that KEYONTAE told him that he's going to have to transfer schools to go to school where his sisters is going at, because I guess but once again, this is how KEYONTAE, like, how you gonna just be rid of the children when you mad at TANNAE? Why are you mad at the kids? The kids didn't do anything to you. Their mama started it. It's like a new epidemic. The whole football team had it at our local high school, not from a nasty house. Oh, okay. Well, it could be a lot of things. Nastiness definitely got a lot to do with it. I'm gonna just keep it 100.
You do, OD Gang. Welcome back to the channel, you guys, man. We back with another video. And I know from the intro of the video, we probably like, dang, he coming in on low vibration right now. And it's just because it's just like, so much been going on, y'all. And I ain't even really like been having the energy to like post. Cause y'all know, like, y'all can tell, like, you know what I'm saying? This is by looking at my son's face, like, you know what I'm saying? This is like a bitter moment right here. Like, perfect word described for a bitter moment. As you guys know, I did go live last night for a little short period of time. You know, just kind of like getting fed up with things. And kind of damn near basically like throwing the towel in. And KJ, I wanted to let you know too that like your daddy love you no matter what, okay? And Daddy been trying so hard, and Daddy gonna continuously keep trying too, because I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up on that bond, okay? So I'm gonna always make sure I'm around and available for you, but son, it's very complicated. Like, your mom make things like extremely hard. And I know you're too young to understand right now, but I'm sure you see like what's going on. Like, you seen like what happened last night, right? Like, Shawty called the police, like, to my door. Like, I'm finna go to drop the boys off real quick. Once I drop the boys off, I'm gonna break it down and explain to you guys. This might go on into like multiple videos, so just stay tuned to what I got to say, you guys. I'm finna go to drop my.
Here's the problem I have with this. It's the kids listening to everything. They in all the business. I don't care what nobody says. They don't need to be in look at KJ. Like, these kids have been back and forth like ping pong balls for the last couple of months. The granny just showed out on them and then put them out. Now he over here with the daddy. Now he sending them back to the mom. They going these are children. And this is why, again, I'm sorry. This is why TANNAE should have kept them boys there with her. TANNAE don't work. She don't do anything. I don't understand what was the urgency to have them two boys to be staying with KEYONTAE, and they didn't even last a good 60 days. I don't understand it. Like, at this point, KEYONTAE and TANNAE are very childish and immature, and they're affecting the children. They're not affecting themselves. They're affecting the children. Now, once again, now they got to get packed all up and go back over there with their mama. Then as soon as this boils over, then they'll be back over there. It's just back and forth, back and forth. TANNAE should have kept it as on the weekend or every other weekend so she can get a little 1-2 day break. But the living situation, they should have remained living with her, because, again, if you got the triplets with you, what was wrong with having them, the boys, with you too?
Boys off right now. As you guys can see, I got these bags and stuff packed, and it's just a sad moment for me right now. So let me just get this situated real quick, and I'm gonna come back to you guys in this shortly. All right, OD gang. As you guys can see, I done finally made it up here to the car wash, you guys. It's probably kind of loud in here. You probably won't be able to hear me. So I'm just turning you guys back on once I get out the wash. Let me show you guys. I know y'all done seen it.
Think about it, y'all. What your 1-year-old, 1.5-year-old, why would you want your 1-year-old baby around another woman when there's no need for him to be? It's not like TANNAE's sick, she in the hospital, or she's actually still homeless. None of those things are a situation for TANNAE. So what was the point of sending them to KEYONTAE when TANNAE has told us several times that he is irresponsible? He meaning KEYONTAE. We all know why she did it. Because she was trying to mess up the situation over there. Again, me not advocating for Bubbles and KEYONTAE, because I'm going to be honest with y'all, from my standpoint, I could care less one way or the other. It's just what makes sense. Once she got that apartment and her and the girls moved in, I don't understand why Keelan and KJ had to go over to KEYONTAE's house. I don't understand that. It don't make sense to me. Other than her not wanting to deal with Keelan because she's pregnant and tired. But that's still your baby, sis. And especially with KEYONTAE not having his own place. That's not KEYONTAE's apartment. That's Bubbles' apartment. And anytime Bubbles and him get into it, Bubbles can tell that nigga to get out. And guess what he got to do? Get out. And guess what's going to happen to the kids? They're going to be put out too. Considering what she had just went through with her mama and how her mama treated her and her children, there's no way I would have sent my kids over to KEYONTAE when I know you don't even have a stable situation. There's no way I would have did that. Think about that, y'all. That don't even make sense. I'm not saying people Don't do things that don't make sense. Obviously, people do things that don't make sense. But I wouldn't, especially when she told us how the granny was misusing KJ, then why would you put him in another situation where he could be misused or mistreated by yet another woman, which is Bubbles? Not saying that Bubbles mistreated them, but it sounds like Bubbles really didn't have much interaction. But let's be honest. What the hell does Keontae do? He don't work. So anything that got to do with his kids, he should be responsible for. Bathing them, feeding them, picking them up from school, dropping them, whatever. Yeah, because Bubbles, not only is she pregnant, she works too. TANNAE don't work anywhere. Bubbles is still working. I don't know if she's currently still at the liquor store, but she was a couple of weeks ago, and she's due next month. So the fact that TANNAE thought it was a good idea to send them kids over there to him, meaning Keontae, knowing Bubbles don't even have children, she's pregnant with her first one, you and her don't like each other, I wouldn't have dared put my children in a hostile environment like that. Like Keontae could have still co-parent, and then if y'all think about it, at first you was hollering child support, child support, child support. But now that the kids was over there with Keontae, she wasn't hollering child support anymore. But Keontae, she said once Keontae had the boys for about 2 weeks, he reached out to her via text and said, "Is you gonna drop the child support?" So TANNAE tried to make it like, well, the only reason you got my kids was because you want me to take child support off of you. No, I think the reason why Keontae got the kids is because he wanted the kids, one. Two, he knows having those kids was going to do what? Produce more content for him. That's number two. I don't think it was the sole reason to have child support dropped. It wasn't that. I mean, that's an additional reason, but it wasn't the sole reason. TANNAE sent them boys over there because she was trying to F up Keontae and Bubbles' situation. Now, TANNAE did say in her live stream that she do not want Keontae. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. She still hold a candle in her heart for Keontae, as strange as that might seem, but she does.
1,000 times before, but I'm gonna show y'all again.
Okay, so we're not gonna watch this man wash his car.
They say for every action, got a consequence. So you know we might
He said for every action got a consequence.
What tell me was, but it is what it is. I just talk loud. You know, I'm my son. I like that natural light shining in, but I want you guys to hear me. Matter of fact, it's all good. It is what it is. I just talk loud. You know, I'm vocal. I can be vocal. I can speak up. But all in a nutshell, though, you guys, basically what I was telling you was, I don't want to like just, you know, elaborate in front of my kids, because mine, you know, they still, you know, sentimental to this situation, and they vulnerable, and you know they got emotions too. So I didn't want to really just, you know, get all the way in depth to, you know, this situation. But unfortunately, you guys, I done tried my hardest, man. I done did everything I supposed to do, and this girl still tried to like place herself in relevance. Like when she's not, everything has been so cool and cordial. Like, okay. Last night, I'm going too fast. Yesterday, I called her because I had got an alarming call from the school, a very concerned call from the school. And mind you now, the boys been with me for like damn near 2 months now. 2 months, y'all. They've been happy. They've been enjoying themselves. They've been in a safe, comfortable, clean environment, and it's just crazy that you decided to try to do a wellness check on me and my kids. I'm all over the place, y'all, but I gotta get it out. I gotta let it be known.
So let me say this. TANNAE said in her live stream last night, she doesn't understand why Keontae came to the internet to let y'all know that she did a wellness. She sent the police to the house for a wellness checkup. She said he don't understand why he did that. She said that Keontae loves the drama, and that's why he did it. Well, we know KEYONTAE is a content creator and vlogs his life just as well as TANNAE is a content creator and vlogs her life. So that's why he did it. She basically, TANNAE does not like the fact, let me explain something to y'all. TANNAE does not like the fact that the women rally around KEYONTAE in his comment section. She doesn't understand that. She feels like everybody needs to be on her side. And when you really think about it, KEYONTAE and TANNAE both are very wrong in their own individual ways. They're very wrong. But TANNAE doesn't like the fact that the internet hypes him up. She feel like y'all are being bamboozled by his green color eyes and basically y'all being bamboozled. Child, nobody is in awe of KEYONTAE. Half the time, the man don't even look clean. I'm sorry. We trying to figure out what the hell you was doing with him, but that's another story. At the end of the day, TANNAE is just as wrong as KEYONTAE in her own individual way. She's always trying to point the finger at his wrong when TANNAE does wrong as well too. Because if TANNAE was it was her in her live stream talking about, I'm starting over from scratch. Ma'am, you got 5 kids. What you mean you're starting over from scratch? Why are you starting over when you have been established a household years ago? Those daughters of hers are what, 8 years old? So what you mean you starting over from scratch? And then your mama put you out. How come you didn't call the police over there to get your stuff? You called the police on KEYONTAE because you think something going on with the kids. But you didn't call the police on your mama to get you and your children's things? Make that make sense. So KEYONTAE gets the police called on him because he has the children. Your mama put your kids out, wouldn't even comb their hair. But the police don't get called on her? I feel like her mama did a far worse than KEYONTAE because your mama not only put you out, put your kids out and kept all your ish. KEYONTAE, a couple years ago when she was pregnant with Keelan, he let her come live with him. And she did what? Got him put out of his own damn house. Baby, I'm telling you, TANNAE one of them type of women, you got to be careful dealing with her. And it just don't make sense to be so, me personally, I understand her not being able to talk to the boys made her antennas go up. I understand that because you should be able to contact your baby daddy at any time. Again, especially with the type of lifestyle that KEYONTAE lives, him not answering the phone or responding back to a check. I mean, TANNAE could have thought he was locked up. She could have thought anything, right? So I'm not saying she's wrong for being concerned. She's definitely valid for being concerned. But my problem is you know what type of nigga you dealing with. So why would you have your kids up? Once that man told you them kids was sick and he explained to you the severity, you should have immediately had him bring them kids to you and you take them to the doctor. Now, she don't have a car. Okay, you could get around everywhere else. How come you couldn't get around to take them to the doctor? I wouldn't even let him to be responsible for doing that. I would have did it as the mother. Bring my kids to me and I'm going to take them to the doctor. Because I don't need your secondhand information. I want to hear it from the doctor's mouth, my damn self. Yeah, she ended up taking them once he brought them back.
Yeah, this is my therapy, man. This must be said. I didn't even want to call her, y'all, because I've tried to handle everything on my own. Because when they're with you, then you deal with it. You figure it out. You handle it. If you need me an assistance pertaining to the kids, then I will be there. But do it. What they say? DIY. Do it yourself. Like, I'm gonna do my part. You do your part. You do your part by yourself. I'm gonna do my part by myself. You feel me? If something we can conjoin and do together, which ain't no together. You know what I'm saying? It's better separate anyway. my thing is, I called her because, like I said, I got a disturbing call from the school. The school called me and said that KJ got like little bumps on his hand. And mind you guys, my boss was with their mom for the whole 5 weeks. You know, longer than usual. They normally be there for just a day. So, but this particular time, you guys, the boys was on fall break as well as the girls was on fall break too. So there was with their mom for like a whole week, and once they came back, Keelan was breaking out in a fever. KJ was really normal. I ain't really noticed KJ until yesterday when his school called. But I say, well,
why would you not notice KJ until the school call? If you were making sure KJ was bathing daily, again, if you was in there making sure he was bathing, he's lotioning up, brushing his teeth, you would have seen it yourself. KJ can put his own clothes on, right? It's him saying that he paid no attention to KJ until the school call. So do you not look at your son? The school said he had bumps all on his hand. Had you not seen his hands? Why does the school have to be? See, this is what I'm talking about. Why is the school more observant than the parent who they live with? They don't live at the school. KJ live with you. So now what he's saying is they was down there at TANNAE house during fall break. Once they came back from TANNAE house, that's when they got sick. At this point, it don't matter the origin of where it came from, because let's be honest, y'all, it's going to be hard to detect it. What matters is they're sick and they need to be taken care of so they can get unsick. That's what's important.
Like Sunday, Monday, I started like noticing like Keelan behavior, you know, and they small little bumps too. You couldn't really like see them at first, you know. So I'm thinking maybe, you know, it's like a little diaper rash or something, you know. It's like on his little leg and stuff like that. So it's like I'm just gonna get some cream, because you know it's probably like a little diaper rash, you know, what's normal for babies to have diaper rash. So I'm gonna get like some A+D ointment and stuff like that. Mind you, now the next day I wake up, man, my baby done completely like, you know, broke out. So now I'm like, at this point, I'm like, okay, man, I've been trying to do it myself. I'm gonna call their mom, because my first instinct was to take him to Hugh Spalding. Hugh Spalding is the children's hospital down here in Atlanta. So my first instinct was to take him to the urgent care, Hugh Spalding. Boom, he got Medicaid, he got insurance, so it don't even matter where he go. But some like just call their mama and ask for the doctor. You know, ask what it.
Right, Keontae, he has Medicaid. He's not on your insurance plan. He's not even on TANNAE's insurance plan. The state of Georgia is making sure your children have health insurance. As a man, Keontae, as a grown man, okay? It's you saying he got Medicaid, everything cool. Instead of you saying he's on my Blue Cross Blue Shield plan. He's on my health care. You can't say that because you're okay with the government making sure your children have health care. When you're an able-bodied man, how come they're not on your... Hell, do you got health care? Do you got Medicaid too? Golly. These people be living trife life. Not saying that having Medicaid means you're trifling. Please don't misconstrue what I'm saying. But this is a grown, able body. He'd rather do YouTube and produce content full time that has no benefits, no health care, no PTO, no 401k, 403. It don't have any of that. No life insurance, don't have any of that. But as long as the state is covering their medical, he cool. This ninja ain't even paying the child support.
Pediatrician at. You know, the pediatric, whatever it is, I understand what I'm saying. I'm a father, but I know more than a lot of these other fathers. You know what I'm saying? But make a long story short, I called Shaw like, hey man, what's his doctor? what's his like, how can I get in contact with them, because I need to take the boys down there, especially KJ, because he just got X'd out of school and he got to get cleared from the doctor. Why, you know, his doctor? Why? Like, what's the matter? You can tell him what's going on. Like, I'm telling him, like, man, I just need to take him down there. You know, I'm noticing something on my son, man. I want to just take him down there and see what it look like. Well, he got to go out there a little bit. I said, all right, cool.
Why wouldn't you tell TANNAE that the school called and there's bumps on KJ's hand, and Keelan is not acting himself, and he has bumps on his legs that you said look like a diaper rash? I'm like, diaper rash on the legs? Who wouldn't be concerned behind it? Why wouldn't you just tell her? It's you keeping it secret. Like, once you had to call her and to get the medical, here's the problem. Why are you calling her to get the medical information? Once you took temporary custody of them, she should have handed over them. You should have asked for the Medicaid cards. Did you not think they were never going to need to go to the doctor, sir? But again, he's not used to handling the kids on his own. And TANNAE knows that. That's why I don't understand why she thought it was a fabulous idea to put the care of those boys in his custody. Regardless if he's the daddy or not, you know he's not responsible. So why would you do
that? Can you change it? She like, no, I can't change it. I was like, man, only thing you got to do is just transfer the location, because it's inconvenience to keep driving far away out there. You know what I'm saying? So, man, make a long story short, she ain't text me the name of the place. I had to call her again. I told her, forget it. I figured it out on my own. I'm going to just take her to the hospital. Then she texted me the name of the building. Then I Googled the place, and she said the place open, but the Google place is closed. The phone number on the app, the website, not working, going to voicemail. And I'm telling her, like, what number did you call so I can take them down now? Like, I just want to get it situated. Next thing you know, all hell break loose. I say, you know what? Forget it.
KEYONTAE, why you just didn't take the kids to the emergency room? At the end of the day, once you would have walked through those doors of the emergency room, even if they didn't have medical coverage, the hospital would have had to see them. It's the law. There's no way they could have turned them away. Now, obviously, y'all probably would have received a bill behind it if the hospital wasn't in contract or in network with their Medicaid plan. But we deal with that in the aftermath, okay? The most important thing was you should have just took them to them. I wouldn't even call TANNAE. I would have just immediately took them to once you've seen the severity of how your children were acting and looked with these unfamiliar bumps that popped up on them, I would have just took them to the emergency room. I wouldn't have even been beefing and arguing with TANNAE. And it's TANNAE not giving the medical information. Since if the man is calling you and say, hey, I need to run these kids to the doctor or to the hospital, what's the Medicaid information? Obviously, you're going to say, well, what's going on? She said when she asked him that, he was humbugging around, very evasive, which that would have annoyed me as a mother. That would have annoyed me. If you calling me, asking me for the kids' medical information, and I'm asking you as the mother, what's going on? You as the father can't tell me directly what's going on. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be pissed as the mom, because I'm like, Ninja, what is going on? What do you need that for? So yes, I would have been annoyed, but I would have just gave him the information. Obviously, you need it for some reason. You ain't been calling for medical cards. You need the medical card because there's a medical emergency.
I'm gonna figure it out on my own. She had to calling me and texting me, calling me and texting me, calling me and texting me. I'm like, we good, they good. I'm gonna take them down now in the morning, because at this point, man, it's late, it's traffic. You know, it just so much was going on, y'all. I mean, it's mind blowing, man, how much was going on at this time, man. So later on that night, we got a knock at the door. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, I'm like, man, what? I get goddamn clutching. I get the, you feel me? Getting goddamn, cause I'm thinking like 1 o'clock at my door, 1 o'clock, bro. Like, what? You feel me? Boom, it's the police. Hey, we'll do a way-in check on the kid, make sure the kid's safe. Woo, 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 woo. So this her second time swatting me, bro. First time she swatted me by my apartment, got my whole apartment taken, came with 100 million police officers. And boy, I'm telling you, so today, you guys, I decided to just throw the towel in for right now, man, because I ain't got time for these police games, man. I am finna have a whole bundle of joy and I don't need no scratch around my leg. So I decided to take the boys with their mom for the time being, and I can elaborate on another video later and explain with you guys why and what's going on. So with that being said, you guys, please subscribe to the channel, man. Turn on your post notification bell, man. I don't know how long this video is. If it's not long enough, I will add more to it because I got a lot to say. We was on the road to 30,000 subscribers, and I hate the fact that me talking about this just might get me right at a 30K, and I don't even want that type of 30K like that. I want genuine positive videos, but I keep dancing with the devil.
KEYONTAE, hush. It's you talking about your children's medical severity situation, and it's you promoting the channel to 30K. Goodbye, sir. Child, both of them are one and the same. Both of them are on the internet for views and attention. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. So now we're going to go to the video where KEYONTAE goes down to the courthouse. Okay, so KEYONTAE said he's so mad because this is the second time that TANNAE sent the police to that place where he lays his head. We know the first time TANNAE did it is when she got him put out of his apartment. Okay, that's the first time. And TANNAE and KEYONTAE is just like never again. Like you're not gonna keep calling the police on me, and I'm not calling the police on you. Okay, he's not gonna keep putting up with it. So now we're gonna get into the video where he goes down to the courthouse. Okay, so let's get into this one real quick.
Get up right now, go take me a shower, wash my face, brush my teeth, you guys. I'm finna go refile for this divorce. I'm tired of talking about it, bro. I've been talking about it too long, and it's been ongoing. And I know her address, so I'm sending her share.
So here's the problem I have with this. Now, TANNAE was on here talking about how you nasty, you dirty, you don't take baths, your woman don't take baths, and KEYONTAE starts the video off with what? In the damn bathroom. I thought to myself, that this is the funniest thing. I said, child, no, you're not showing the people that you actually do wash your ass. Yes, Mastermind, he has to refile because a few months ago, back in July, when they were supposed to go, because KEYONTAE initially filed, and then they had their first court date in July. When they went to go to court, TANNAE ended up having the case transferred to the county that she was living in at the time when she was staying with her mother. Now, KEYONTAE could have contested, he could have pursued it more, but he chose not to. So what ended up happening is it just basically the ball was dropped, and he has to refile because it was only good for a certain amount of time. So now he has to refile.
They say moving silent. This the official me. I'm doing it. Y'all want to see me do it. I want to do it. I wanted to get it done because I'm sick of it, man. Like I said from the last video. So let me go ahead and get myself together. Put some clothes on. Put my suit and tie on real quick. And go get this divorce. Alright, you guys, so we finally dressed and we outside now. And I'm finna go to the Goodwill real quick, you guys, and I'm not afraid to say. But yeah, I'm finna go to the Goodwill real quick and get some least expensive, you know, court attire, you feel me? I'm finna go suit and tie, man, you feel me?
He must have filmed this on the 21st when he got his YouTube check, because I'm trying to figure out, what do we need a suit and tie for to go file some paperwork? They wouldn't care if you came in your bathrobe and slippers. You got the money, you completed the paperwork, they gonna take it. It's him going shopping down at the, what is this? Is this a Goodwill, thrift store?
Dress, slacks, suited and booted.
Nah, he going to the thrift
All right, you guys, check me out, man. So I finally went and got me a shirt and tie, man. I got me to match my pants. You know, I still, you know, I'm still gonna keep it me though, you guys. But
TANNAE, Bubbles, this the best y'all can do?
I did, you know, professionalize like the fit today and look appropriate for the attire that I'm finna go do. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm trying to like get my, I guess my bow tie. When I tie my bow tie up, they gonna keep my shirt closed anyway. You feel me? And my collar is up or not. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you guys, back to the story though. Like I was saying though. So right now, you guys, I'm finna go downtown.
So you went into the Goodwill and got a shirt and tie and didn't even wash it before you put it on. So you went into the Goodwill, bought a shirt and tie. What you paid for that shirt and tie, you could have went on down there to City Trends, okay? You could have got a shirt tie combo for probably the same amount what you paid at the Goodwill. And it was brand new. And it's you putting on dirty ass clothes. Clothes that ain't no telling. This could have came off of a deceased body. You don't know where this shirt or Walmart right now. You don't know where is him getting funky, fresh, dressed to impress in clothes that ain't even hit the washing machine. Baby, the clothes ain't even wet by the washing machine. I mean, at this point, if you just needed something that would, child, we could have sent you over to Jasmine house. Now, she do live in Texas and you live in Georgia. But child, Jasmine had a mobile wash machine, the little, what was it, the little tiny washer? Baby, we could have sent you over to Jasmine and she would have washed that up for you with the quickness. Baby, a mess. Not you getting funky fresh. Get funky ass clothes.
Man, give me a little second because it's been a minute since I last tied a bow tie. I ain't tied no bow tie since I was like in high school, you guys. So I think I remember. But while I'm trying to figure this out, we can talk along the way. Now, I think it went like this. Like this. Boom. Come around like this. Boom. Go in like that. Come through the hole like that. And then pull this down like doesn't sound like that, but oh, don't play with me, OD gang. Y'all tell me I don't know how to get right. But what?
What is wrong with that tie? Why is it so big up here?
Cause I ain't playing with her no more. I'm having my business. Alright. I got some adjustments to do, but y'all get the picture though, right? Y'all get the picture. Anyway.
We definitely get the picture. It's a little dusty and dingy and wrinkled, but we see the picture. Happy birthday to you, Lynn. Y'all make sure y'all drop some gifts, balloons, and happy birthday emojis in the chat for our girl, Lynn. Happy birthday, sugar.
Now, at this point, you guys, I'm tired of it. And at this point, my subscribers tired. Like, we all tired of it, y'all. Like, we as a family, man, we is all tired of this mess going back and forth with this girl.
No. Oh, no, sir. You're not getting ready to do it. Don't drag us here. We's not tired. We's is not tired, sir. We okay over here. Do you not? Don't you put us in this. We are not tired. We are just fine. Child, we love it. We embrace it. The drama, the messier it get, honey, the harder we laugh. Okay? Talking about we is family. No, the hell we not. No, we are not. We are not kin. Are y'all kin to KEYONTAE? You better worry about the ones that are kin to you. Keelan and KJ. Don't worry about us, cousin, because we ain't kin. Talking about we all family. No, the hell we ain't.
I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And they have been progressing and doing exactly what they supposed to do. This girl just keep getting in the mix though. But right now, I'm finna go get this divorce. I'm not playing no more. I'm done with all the games. All the games is over. All the games have come to a minimum. So right now, we're finna cut the games out. Big shout out to RJ, man, because RJ, she be on my butt, boy. She do not be playing no games. She like this here, man. She like a real auntie or something like that, for real, that like care for her nephew or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she most definitely part of the village, like for the family, raising these kids and wanting the best for, you know, who's important. So big shout out to RJ, man. I'm finna to go downtown real quick, handle my business for the second time, you guys. This is my second time I will be filing for divorce. It's crazy. Keep making me waste all this money, but this time I got all my ducks in a row, and I'm dotting all my T's and my I's, you know. So we ain't even worry about that. I know exactly what I'm doing, how I'm finna do it, and where I'm sending it to. So make sure.
He said he dotting all his T's and his I's. Since when does a T got a dot? Even if it's a lowercase t, don't it got a slash? You mean you crossing all your T's and dotting all your I's? Is that what you meant? He said he dotting all his T's and his I's. I said, wow.
You guys subscribe to the channel. We almost at 30,000 subscribers. I know it was a very disturbing video that I posted yesterday, but
no, it ain't Nalanda.
I got a part 2 for that, because look at this right here, y'all. And y'all think this safe? Is this safe? This can't be safe, right? Like, my baby walk around with a bag on his head, suffocating, walking to a wall, bump, the crease cone on the edge of the wall or the column or anything. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we trust with our kids, though, right?
Wait, what? Child, know you're not screenshotting TANNAE. Who video is this? What is he doing? KEYONTAE lost his mind.
All right, cool, bet. Say no more. Divorce finna happen right now. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and please turn your post notification bell. We like this close from 30,000 subscribers. So make sure you guys stick around and stay tuned and already be subscribed by the time we do hit 30K. Big shout out to the OD gang for always keeping me relevant and watching my videos. With that being said, that's enough being said. Let's go handle business, because I'm tired of talking. Y'all tired of seeing me talk. Hey, let's walk now. You got the boots on, got your suit on, got your tie up. So let's go make her shut up. All right, OD gang, man. As you guys can see, man, we done finally made it downtown. I'm finna go handle my business. But right now, I'm just trying to make sure we safe, OD gang. You feel me? I'm finna get ready to pay and park right now. Hey, boss man, what's going on with the parking situation?
You gotta pay the park.
I'm gonna pay the park. So if I pay, I ain't gonna have no mishap, because I see he writing tickets. We got everything going on right now, OD gang. We just gotta, you know what I'm saying, cross our dots and, you know what I'm saying, T's and I's. But so look, so long as my time on the, what I gotta do, scan the code right here? On
Yeah, so it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
You can just scan it, pay for as much time as you need.
And we good?
Yep. As long as you're back before the time's out, or you know it before it runs out.
All right. Now, as long as the balls ain't on zero, we good, right? All right, y'all. So y'all heard that. What's your name, my man? David. All right, David. Y'all, David. These girls going crazy right now. I'm finna pay the part real quick. So let me give me a second, y'all. I'll turn y'all back on in a second. So much going on out right now in the air. I'm just handling my business so I can get on about my business. Y'all can see the suit right now, but we clean, we good.
Okay.
All right, OD gang, y'all see, right? Parking payment, $863. We right here with David, Mitsubishi,
What? You don't need no names. I done gave full instructions on how to pay the park. You can't even.
Advanced Booting Roswell, license plate. So go ahead and take it.
Have a good day, sir.
I done paid the park.
All right, I said you're not authorized to park here.
Why?
What is he talking? What is going on? What is he talking? Is he getting booted, y'all? What?
I'm not authorized to park here.
Have a good day, sir.
I'm just letting you know.
I'm letting you know.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, what's your problem?
Okay. All right. Okay.
What's your problem is, though?
Why are you even talking to me?
Because you talking about something I can't pay to park here.
No, you're interrupting my business.
No, you
Yes,
saying
you
I can't.
are. Yes,
You
you are.
threatening to
You're
tow my
agitating
car.
me.
You
Yes, I can.
threatening to tow my
Have a good day,
car.
sir.
I'm just letting you know.
I'm letting you know.
This is his car right here. Your name David. But you gonna go to jail. I'm just letting you know.
I won't go to jail.
These nigga broke looking fine. I'ma stay fresh.
Baby, what was that all about? What was that all about? David said said he can't park there. So why is you parking there? Baby, I wouldn't have argued with David. I'd have just moved my damn car. Well, I would have said, well, David, where can I park? Do you know? It's here. Baby, a mess.
Every day you won't get me looking bunny. You won't get me looking bunny. You won't get me looking bunny.
All right, OD gang, man. As you guys can see, man, we finally done made it down to the courthouse, and this is for the second time. So
okay,
right now,
go back, y'all. Let's go
we
back.
got a little festival.
Baby, we all. Hold on, let's go back.
I'm just letting you know.
I'm letting you know.
All right.
All right.
Gang, you feel me? I'm finna get ready to pay and park right now. Hey, boss man, what's going on with the parking situation?
You gotta pay the park.
I'm gonna pay the park. So if I pay, I ain't gonna have no mishap, because I see he writing tickets. You got everything going on right now, OD gang. We just gotta, you know what I'm saying, cross our dots and, you know what I'm saying, T's and I's. But so look, so long as my time on the, what I gotta do, scan the code right here? On that
Yeah, so it's
stick?
pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
You
All
just
right.
scan it, pay for as much time as you need.
And we good.
Yep. As long as you're back before the time's out, or you renew it before it runs out.
All right. Now, as long as the buzz ain't on zero, we good, right? All right, y'all. So y'all heard that. What's your name, my man? David. All right, David, y'all. David. These girls going crazy right now. I'm finna pay the part real quick. So let me get in a second, y'all. I'll turn y'all back on in a second. So much going on out right now in the air. I'm just handling my business so I can get on about my
We
baby.
said it
Y'all
closed
can see
that
the soup
bad
right now, but we clean, we good. All right, OD gang, y'all see, right? Parking payment, 863. We right here with David, Mitsubishi,
Boy, you don't need no names. I done gave him full instructions on how to pay the park. You can't even.
Advanced Booting Roswell, license plate. So go ahead and take it.
Have a good day, sir.
I done paid the park.
All right, I said you're not authorized to park here.
Why am I not authorized to park here?
Have a good day, sir.
I'm just letting you know.
I'm letting you know.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, what's your problem?
Wait, hold on. First, David told him follow the instructions. It's self-explanatory. Now that KEYONTAE is paid, now David's saying it's unauthorized. So hold on, what David down there doing? Is he running a scam? No, one of them ladies was hooping and hollering. So he, well, hold on, what's going on? I know, Shanika, I'm trying to figure out what David on. David, what you on? I had to play that back too because I didn't understand the confrontation there. Is he he gotta be scamming? Because what did you? It clearly states you can park there. It says contactless parking. So why is he saying it's unauthorized? Baby, I'm telling you, if I would have came out there, baby, I would have towed whole Atlanta up. You hear me? I'd have. He got my blood pressure up. It ain't even my car. Baby, I would have had a fit.
Okay. All right. Okay.
What's your problem is though?
Why are you even talking to me?
Because you talking about something I can't pay the park here.
No, you're interrupting my business.
No, you
Yes,
saying
you
I
are.
can't.
Yes,
you
you are.
threatening to
You're
tow my
taking
car.
it.
You
Yes, I
threatening.
Yes, you did. David, is you own something? Because you just told him. He asked you about the parking. You said read the signs. You can't read it. He said it's self-explanatory. That's what you said. Then once KEYONTAE confirms that he's paid, now you saying, all right, it's unauthorized parking. What you mean it's unauthorized? David.
To tow my car. I'm just letting you know.
I'm letting you know.
This is his car right here. Your name David. But you gonna go to jail. I'm just letting you know.
I'm going to jail.
Yeah, his car and his
These
boat
niggas
look like
broke
he
looking
did.
fine. I'ma stay fresh every day. You won't get me looking bunny.
They ain't on that bullet sugar. He on fine.
You won't get me looking
David got
bunny.
All right, OD gang, man. As you guys can see, man, we finally done made it down to the courthouse, and this is for the second time. So right now,
Right. David was handling another situation. However, KEYONTAE was just confirming, all right, we good, right? And David like, I mean, it's unauthorized. What's unauthorized? Where I'm at or the other situation you handling? And it was him. All David had to say was, sir, if it's self-explanatory, if you follow the instructions and do as it say, your car should be okay. I'm handling another situation over here. That's all David had to say.
They got a little festival going on right now. You see all the food truck and stuff going on. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe they showing appreciation to all their workers out here. But right now, OD Gang, we is about to go file for this divorce for the second time. And you guys can see the Justice Center right there. So I'm not capping you guys down. I know I've been prolonging, but it's like I'm not trying to waste no money. And this for a good cause, so I decided I'm gonna just go file for it again. But this time, I got all the info that I need. So y'all see me dressed up, looking nice, looking real presentable on my professionalism. And let's go get a divorce, you guys. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. We right here.
What's professional about getting a divorce? Child, they wouldn't care if you wore some Jordans and a hoodie. Child, they just want your money. Fulton County just wants your coin, sir. Let's be honest. Fulton County ain't so professional any damn way. Did you watch the Young Thug trial?
Fulton County Justice Center right now. All right, you guys. So I'm at the courthouse again, man. This is like, I wouldn't even call this,
right, that's why, right. That's how you should
be my second home. I'm just too familiar walking around this courthouse. Like, I know exactly where to go and everything. So it's just like very weird to me. But right now I'm on the elevator now. So we're gonna file for this paperwork one more time and get done and be on my merry way and my merry life with my future new wife, Bubbles. All right, you guys.
With your future new wife, Bubbles. If you were so inclined to make Bubbles a wife, you would have wifed her before you impregnated her. KEYONTAE, hush. You could have, let's be honest, you and Bubbles could have been married if you would have continued with the divorce when TANNAE switched what she switched. KEYONTAE, I just want you to hush. Go on down there, fill out them people's paperwork, make sure you got all the money ordered, whatever the hell you need. The last time you went down there, you had to leave, come back, and all that other stuff. Hopefully you got the proper paperwork and the proper money, coins, and just, I want him to hush. He gets on my nerves so bad.
Once again, getting up out of here with all my paperwork and stuff like that. Hopefully this is the last time that I got to do this, you guys, because I'm sick, I'm tired of everything that's been going on.
What you say, Mom? They said, why should you use that same outfit to marry Bubbles?
So, you know, we might gotta
I'm
pay
with you,
attention to
Vivian.
everything
You
you do.
better not.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, everything you say too.
That ninja more prepared to go fill out paperwork down at the courthouse than he is to go fill out an application for a damn job.
Finally done made it out of the courthouse now, you guys. Look at my top, man. My suit is really like super right
Did
now.
you take a nap at the courthouse? No, hold on. Did you go to bed at the court? Why that shirt so damn wrinkled? Did you take a nap while you was the line long and you laid on the couch or the stool like it? Cause baby, I'm trying to figure out why that shirt so damn wrinkled.
But yeah, it's kind of loud out here, you guys. A lot of construction, music, wind. You feel me? When I get in the car, I'm gonna turn you guys back on and tell y'all my experience and what just happened, you guys. Look at him, y'all. Look at him. He just over here just messing with people, bro. God, look at him. He's trying to go fast. He did it, y'all. David did it. He did it. Just stay fucking with folks. Leave folks alone. Yeah, you bad. I see my car still right there. All right, y'all. So another successful filing. Dude still messing with folks. He knew not to mess with my car.
No.
Yeah.
No, it ain't that David knew not to mess with your car. You knew not to mess with David. Cut it out, KEYONTAE. You see, David was on one. You knew not to mess with David over there.
Man, what's wrong with people in the world these days? Yeah, and I'm guaranteed the people, the cars that he booked with, man, he booked with some good people, man. Them good people, hard working for their money, man. Golly. That don't even make no sense how he just messing with folks, bro. Like, God, I think he's trying to work fast, too. He trying to work fast, trying to hurry up and book them folks. You know, leave them folks alone, bro. Golly. Anyway, OD gang, I just filed for divorce for the second time, man. Hopefully she don't contest this one because we is in the same county. And that was the only reason why she was able to contest it last time, because we was in separate counties. But hey, look at God. Look at God, though. Now we in the same county. You can't dispute me now. Undisputed. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how long this video is, though, y'all. Hopefully it's long.
Where is the paperwork? Where's the paperwork? You got proof that you filed the paperwork? Because where is it? Because the first time you did it, you showed us paperwork. You ain't showing us nothing this time.
Enough for you guys. But at the same time, I'm leaving. Better than what I came.
No, I didn't, Johnson.
You know? It's a long road to the finish line, like I said in my song. And that's just what's going on, man. I'm kind of getting hot. I really want to take my suit off, though, y'all. But I really been enjoying this, though. You feel me? I really been like enjoying this little look, man. This little player fly, spiffy, clean, sophisticated, professional.
Filthy is right. Clean is a stretch. Because you went to the Goodwill and got that shirt and tie and didn't even fucking wash it.
Look, I've been having an amazing day too, by the way, you guys. I had to mention that and throw that in. Even though all this been going on, my day has, you know, surprisingly been good. Not surprisingly, because nothing or nobody gonna stop my mojo, my shine, my happiness, and my joy. So with that being said, you guys, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man.
Bye, Keontae. There you go, baby. God. Child, he said he filthy clean. You're filthy, yes. Clean and filthy, yes. And he keep hollering it's a suit, y'all. He keep hollering it's a suit. It is not a suit. That's a shirt and tie and some pants. But y'all got to understand, Keontae not used to dress. It's him putting on a shirt and tie to go file paperwork down at the courthouse. Child, he could have put on some running shoes and some Nike shorts. And they would have took the paperwork the same way they did, the same way they took the paperwork with this shirt and tie, they would have took the paperwork if he came down there in some jogging pants. Okay, girl. Skinny jeans and a suit. He got on skinny jeans, a Goodwill shirt, and a tie. And he said, you know, he said he funky fresh. Funky, yes, fresh, and I don't know about that. Okay. Woo, that's a lot. All right, y'all. So there we go. Wait, hold on. Bubbles' push gift was her emissions test and an oil change. Oh, Lord. Now I'm going to take you down here to the mechanic shop. Thank you for birthing my baby. Not the push gift was an oil change and the emissions test. Oh, Lord, have mercy. A mess. You hear me? A mess. I don't feel so bad about my choice of baby daddy after watching him. Y'all, Keontae is, he young, and he just don't know better. But at the end of the day, him and Bubbles should get, him and TANNAE. I can't even say these people's names at this point. TANNAE and Keontae should get tired of bumping heads at this point. And hopefully this time they'll successfully go through. And what Bubbles chooses to do once she births her baby, if she chooses to continue on a relationship with Keontae or not, that's truly her decision. But one thing she's going to do is have to deal with this man for the rest of her life. And what Bubbles should see, if what TANNAE go through with him, more than likely could be a similar situation for her. I'm just saying, y'all. Now, the police, TANNAE calling the police to the house when you already knew that they were sick, hence the reason why Keontae called you for the medical information. And because Keontae didn't call you immediately after, you decided to send a welfare check. It's sending the police over there. Please react with the live. What live? You talking about TANNAE's live, Lady T-Bug? Or you talking about, who live you talking about? TANNAE's live? Let me know which live you're talking about. Because I don't think TANNAE, KEYONTAE's live. Yeah, she took that live down. KEYONTAE's live. Okay, we'll react to KEYONTAE's live. All right? We'll react to KEYONTAE's live. Girl dad cooking up deliciousness. Hey, TMR, she was on there for 8 hours. Oh, was it 8? I thought it was 6 hours. It was 8 hours. She was on to like 2 in the morning. Damn. I'm sorry. I wouldn't even have that much to say to y'all for 8 damn hours. Golly. TANNAE live was a hot mess. Yeah, Lizzie, they said TANNAE was on live for 8 hours. No wonder she took it down. But here's Stormy's Kitchen. I know TANNAE said that she doesn't put leave negative content, but it's the fact that you put it up there, sis, it's already there. It was all about KEYONTAE. Of course it was. That's my thing, y'all. Why is it so much smoke for KEYONTAE, but none for Chocolate Drop? None for the Triplets dad. It's always KEYONTAE, 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 KEYONTAE. She never mentions the Triplets dad. Chocolate Drop is barely mentioned. I just don't understand that. Why are we always so in tune with KEYONTAE? Yeah, I watched some of the beginning of it, but y'all, there's no way I could have watched the 8-hour live stream. My attention span ain't even long enough for 8 hours. I don't even, Shanika, I don't know why I posted, then delete it. This how dumb TANNAE is. If you were on there for 8 hours, why the hell do you feel like you don't need to get paid for that? Why do you feel like you don't need to get paid for something you did for 8 hours? How many of y'all go to work and tell your job don't pay you, although you've been there for 8 hours? Who does that? Who does that? Who goes to work and don't get paid? TMR, at the end, she was saying she won't divorce him. She want him to die, and then as his wife, she will cremate him. Oh, my God. TANNAE is not going to have no other choice but to divorce him. She's not going to have no other choice. She has no other choice. They have no community property together. The only thing they have is children. That's it. You said that was a joke, but that's not even a joke in good light, sis. Yo. I wouldn't be joking like that. To me, that's not a joke. I wouldn't even said that. TANNAE needs to focus on them kids in her stomach and the fact that she's a single mom of 7 kids. Whatever KEYONTAE got going on, it's far more severe than her situation because she's a single woman getting ready to have 7 kids. I would be more concerned with that. But see, I'm going to tell y'all something. TANNAE is not concerned because as long as the internet is a thing, she know her internet family will provide and assist her in the things that she needs. TANNAE ain't pressed about getting no job because if she was, don't you think she would have had one already? Think about it, y'all. You getting ready to have 7 kids. You sat on a live stream for 8 hours talking about a man. When you get ready to be a mother of 7 kids in a 2-bedroom, wouldn't the conversation be more about my life moving forward instead of my life in the past? I don't know about y'all, but KEYONTAE wouldn't be a concern for me. The livelihood of myself and my children. That's what I'm saying. These women, they walk around like they have nothing to worry about. Being a parent alone is rough. But being a single parent with 7 kids and you're not even 30 years old, it's even worse. It's even worse. Rent due and no stamp. She's pissed. Exactly. In Georgia and all over the U.S., no more food stamps, housing, no more help. That's what I'm saying, y'all. The government is not playing. Is it right? No, it's not right. But at the end of the day, what can we do? What we could have done something, but what we could have did, we didn't do, which was vote. A lot of people did not vote. And so unfortunately, you're dealing with the consequences. And obviously the ones who did vote, you see the results of that. And Bubbles is still working 4 days a week, and the girl is due in a couple of weeks. Apparently there is still Medicaid. So that's what I'm saying, y'all. Like, I would be sitting around worrying about what I'm getting ready to do moving forward with 7 kids and barely any help from any of the 3 fathers of these children, or 2 or possibly 3 fathers. You said it was all in Project 2025. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Exactly, Kim, to you. That's correct. That was correct. And like I said, you would have thought by since the time, and then TANNAE apparently has a felony, and it has to do with KEYONTAE. So, she at one point she was talking about being a CNA, but obviously with a felony that probably can't happen. But she, again, I don't understand like how people don't think about their situation moving forward as if tomorrow's not going to come. Tomorrow is possibly can be here. You can make it to see the next day. And are you prepared? Are you ready? The person you let feed you is the person who controls you. I thought if you have a felony, you can't stay in housing. It depends on the felony, Johnson. It depends on the severity of the felony. To have a Section 8 certificate in housing situation, it depends on the severity of the felony. Atlanta is definitely a special place. Like with any tragedy, there's always winners and losers. I'm concentrating on how I can win through this. Exactly, Ferocious Thoughts. That's what you have to concentrate on how you can survive through it. And like I told you guys the other day, we can survive through this. We've survived through other things. We can definitely survive through this. You could definitely survive through it. It's a survivable situation. You just got to figure it out. Because a lot of people are not struggling, y'all. And when I say a lot of people are not struggling, I'm not talking about rich people. But there are a lot of people who have put provisions in place not to be in a situation where they have to be solely dependent on someone else. And that's people having good money management skills. That's people that have good credit. Their credit worthiness is good. There are people who are planning and preparing, because life is that. Life is to plan and prepare. You have to plan and prepare for life. You can't just live life without planning and preparing for the next day. You're shopping around for health insurance now? As much as I don't like either of them, I do like to comment on their videos so they can make some income. But when it gets nasty like this, I'm not supporting it and only go to watch reactions. Yeah, you have to plan and prepare, especially with kids. That's true. And Lizzie said kids. Lady T-Bug said that's big facts. That's what I've done. Yeah, so, at this point, I don't know what's getting ready to happen, but November the 1st is next week, y'all. And based off of things that people are saying on the internet, if food stamps don't drop in people's accounts on next Saturday, it's going to be pandemonium in a lot of states, in a lot of cities. Because a lot of people are threatening to loot. It's a mess, the way people are reacting to this situation. And rightfully so. People should be concerned and upset if they don't have what they need to take care of their families or assist in taking care of their families, right? That's a lot going on. But one thing's for sure, 2 things for certain. If you're able to come out of this situation unscathed, You better make sure that if it ever happened again, you'll be prepared. All right, y'all, that's my time. I'm gone. I'm out of here. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. We're going to react to KEYONTAE's video. We're going to do that in the live stream tomorrow. Okay, so y'all make sure y'all come back to the break room tomorrow. We'll check out KEYONTAE, what he had to say. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one, honey. Remember, so what you love. Bye.